The first episode of Crash Course in Romance opens with a boy running through the school's hallways. As he makes his way to the balcony and turns to face someone, menacing music is playing. Then everything becomes dark. The Gangnam Academy neighborhood serves as the backdrop for the most recent K-drama on Netflix. This is the center of private education in Korea. Rich people have an advantage in this since better education equates to higher social standing. However, not everyone is wealthy. Right on cue, Nam Heng-seon. This vivacious woman runs nation's best banchan, her own grocery store, while Heng-seon slips before she even begins. Maths tutor Choi Chi-yeol is already flying high. He's in advertising, on billboards, and his face is a fixture in the Gangnam Academy district. In fact, he's renowned as the 1,000,000,001 man, since he manages his time better than most. He's done the calculations. Sorry, I'll see you later. Cho Chi-yeol is not amused when a potential opponent begins taking online lessons on the day of the June mock. He's not happy that Song Joon-ho is on his land, so he starts going against him right once, removing all of his perspectives. In fact, the poor guy goes off a cliff and has fewer than 100 views. Chi-yeol has received over 50,000 views. We then meet a few of the students who are enrolled in this academy. Sue is the outstanding student. But she is upset because she is seated further back in the classroom than Chi-yeol. Hae and Sunjae, on the other hand, get along like a house on fire, sharing the bus and enjoying each other's company. Before heading home and greeting her mother, Heng-seon, Hae picks up a flyer for Chi-yeol's classes. Her eccentric uncle, Jae-woo, is also present. While Chi-yeol uses all of his tools to convince his pupils to pay attention, talking all manner of challenging maths calculations, Heng-seon has her own stamina, entertaining the academy moms who visit her shop. She appears to have no time for romance, which is similar to Chi-yeol's feelings in this regard. Some of this, though, could be explained by a bizarre vision he has of a student running towards him. Late that night, a schoolboy goes over to Chi-yeol's house and enters without asking. He gets her out, but before she gets into the taxi Chi-yeol had hired, the girl throws her arms around him and forces a hug. Chi-yeol tries everything to persuade her to go, but someone from afar takes images of them together. Meanwhile, Jae-woo develops a fever and is admitted to the hospital. Heng-seon is there to assist him, but she's exhausted from eking out a living with her shop, caring for Hae, and doing her best. Heng-seon maintains her strength while wiping her brother's forehead and attempting to make the best of a bad circumstance. After a sleepless night that saw Chi-yeol sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag, he receives a call asking him to visit studyhard.com. Unfortunately, Chi-yeol is popular because of the images made with the student the night before. While his assistant assures him that the matter would be resolved in a few days, the students posting that they're romantically involved is enough to stress him out and cause him to cancel the class scheduled for that afternoon. Chi-yeol is emaciated, sleeps poorly, and is extremely anxious. Dong-hee, his assistant, is concerned because he needs to take better care of himself. Chi-yeol notices Jae-woo photographing him at the hospital. Given that he has a tiger picture on his jacket, Chi-yeol is skeptical that Jae-woo took it, and a major misunderstanding follows. In actuality, Jae-woo storms out of the hospital and attempts to flee. The truth is, Heng-seon has incredible stamina and is quite swift. Chi-yeol, on the other hand, manages to avoid her by racing into the men's restroom. He checks his phone and realizes she was correct. He just took a picture of the tiger. Chi-yeol throws the phone to an approaching Heng-seon outside in the corridor, but she misses it and it slams on the floor. She is taken aback when she notices the screen has totally cracked and rushes away. Hang Xian realizes this is yet another expense, while Jie-woo is devastated when he discovers his phone screen is damaged. Hei is having difficulty at school. Hei lashes out at Hang Xian because they aren't as wealthy as the other parents. She claims she doesn't care because she's her stepmother. Although she is her aunt and is looking after her, the point remains, as Hei flees, it completely crushes our protagonist. Life is unfair to her, and she is frustrated. The other parents are able to hire servants or dry cleaners to complete their chores, while Hei is forced to do everything alone. She doesn't have time to study, therefore she struggles in class. When Hang Xian pursues her, Hei ultimately apologizes, but she also requests that Hang Xian assist her in enrolling in Chi-yeol's class. Chi-yeol, on the other hand, has had a bad day, and between the jogging and the class controversy, he ends up acquiring food from Hang Xian's business. It has completely changed his life. It's basically the scene in Pixar's Ratatouille where the chef critic eats the ratatouille. This food genuinely provides him a purpose to eat, and as a result, he is overtaken with emotion.